Welcome to our library online tutorial on how to search the library collection. In this session, we will show you where to locate library search on the library webpage, and we'll go through doing some searches. So the first thing you need to do is go and open our library webpage. So there's our address, www.maynoothuniversity.ie/library. So when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that library search is located here. Now, if you have a book that has, say, 4 authors, you only need to search for one author, or you can type in your title of the book, or you can type in a subject. So I'm going to put in my title, which is Understanding Contemporary Ireland, and then I just click on search. And what that's doing is it's going to search all of the library collection. So that's books, ebooks, and journal articles. So it might take a second or two for the search to return. And when it does, what we'll be left with is a listing of all the results. Okay, so on the left-hand side here, you can see that you can actually refine your search in many different ways. So I just want to scroll down, because what I want to do is to use the publication date, and it's a little slider, so I can slide that up to 1990. And when I let it go, it's going back and it's now refining my search further. So I'm just going to scroll back to the top. If I hover over the title of the book, on the right hand side some bibliographic information will come up. On this second one here, you can see it actually also gives you a summary of the book. So now that I have the title I found my book, what I need to do is to find the location. So the location is the number and letters, which is 941.7082 B or E. And this one is not on loan. So what I need to find is the availability of what we have here in the library. When I click on the +8, the first ones, which have Kilkenny Library, are for Kilkenny campus users, and the last 4 are for John Paul II Library users. As you can see, we have 3-week loans and 1 standard loan, and a standard loan is for 3 weeks. It's not on loan because if it was, there would be a due date, an effective due date when it is due back into the library. So that's our first search. If I look at the second title that we have here, you can see that it's also got a full text online. So when I click on full text online, what that is doing is it's bringing me into an ebook of this book. And what I can do is I can go in here and I can select the chapter that I need to have a look at. So what I want to also point out is on the very top, when I'm starting a new search, always clear your filters. So this is clearing any of the refining of my last search that I have done. So what I'm going to do is a new search here, and I'm going to do a search for drug abuse. A great tip is that if you have words that you want to tie into a phrase, using the inverted commas on either side of the words will drag the 2 words together. So it means that I'm searching for drug abuse as a phrase. So I'm going to click on search. And again, that's just going to take a few seconds to go through all of our library collection. So we can see that I have quite a lot of results, so I think I need to refine this search even more. So I'm going to select, I only want to have a look at full text online. And I also just want to have a look at journal articles. And I'm just going to scroll this down a bit. You can see here you can also refine it further by the discipline. So if I click on more there, it brings up all these listings here. So I'm just going to scroll down and find the one that I want to have a look at, which is social welfare. So as it's going, I add all the filters, it's going through and adding those filters on. So now I'm left at the very top, as you can see, with a great reduction of results. So that's a really good way to refine your results. And again, if I want to have a look at my journal article, I can look at the full text online. Another great tip is if you click on the drop down arrow here, and I just come out of that, if I know the title of if I know the title of the book that I'm looking for and also the author, so I can put in my title, and I'm going to use the one that I used at the very start. I'm going to put in my author, who's Richard Breen, and if I go down here to the very end, I can click on search. Okay, and this has brought me back 2 results. And I could further refine my result by just looking at books or ebooks. And now I only have 1 result. So that's just to show you a way of how that refining your search can actually bring up a smaller amount of results and will help you in saving time when you're doing your searches.